The Joint Select Committee on Social Services and Public Administration on Wednesday made an inquiry into the underperformance of students at the nation's schools and the adequacy of the Student Support Services Division. President of the National Council of Parent Teachers Association, Walter Stewart, said greater financial investments at the beginning of a child's educational journey is critical.
There needs to be a greater focus and emphasis at the front end, at the ECCE and the primary level, so as to mitigate, minimize, and even eradicate some of the ills taking place at the back end.
He said that investing money into ministries such as social development, health, and even the Ministry of Youth Development essentially deals with the problems faced from the back end of the educational process.
And if some of these same finances are put into the front end, where we are able to form the foundational basis for our children, it would certainly add more value to the lives of our children, and there will be no need for this expenditure, heavy as it is, at the back end.
The issue of teacher shortages was also raised by the association. In response to this, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Tutor Martin Lumpkin, said the situation is critical.
It's time affecting a number of schools, because when you have places not filled, then you have our administrators, principals, vice principals, etc. They have to now, some of them have to teach a class and administer the leadership of the school as well too. There are some areas, sometimes some classes do not have a teacher, primary and secondary. So some of the subject areas of the secondary schools are not attracting.
He said more needs to be done to encourage more young people to consider teaching as a viable career.
We have to look at our culture as well too, Dr. Richards. Even our own educators sometimes do not promote a career in teaching because of whatever experience they would have had. We would have career days in a number of schools. Do we include the teaching service in those career days? We bring doctors, lawyers, etc., etc. In Trinidad and Tobago, do we have a direct career path for our educators?
The tutor president said in many instances teaching positions are filled by persons who are awaiting jobs in other fields. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TDT News.